What's going on, guys? It's Deontay Tyrese with Why Are You So Mysterious? And today, I really just, it has really, I want to say, troubled me, perplexed me. It's really been poking at me, I guess, to touch on this topic. And it's simply because I, there's just certain things within the social media realm that I just really wanted to like leave alone. And this topic is just one of those things. But it has been happened. It has been happening. It has been happening so commonly that I just can't sit another minute. You know what's so crazy? I would see things and I would rant about them, and it's like, why not share this stuff with the world? Especially with the way that I stated that I would. I told you guys I would share my thoughts and educate you guys in this space and give my topics and my opinions. And if I'm just giving that to nobody without a camera on, what is the purpose of even having the platform with the graphic and anyways? So today, I really wanted to share with you guys, or at least talk about the topic of the dangers of social media and how toxic it can be. Just like any other thing in this world, um, there's a good way to go about things, there's a bad way to go about things. And some people choose to just share some of the most intimate, some of the most private, some of the things that they really should have kept to themselves to the social media sphere. And it blows my mind because it's like, why would you do that? If we just generally, right, have an understanding that social media has all type of people on it, why give people ammunition to do bad things? Yeah, over and over again, we see people or situations where people overshare, and then you get the good praise, and then you also get the bad praise. It is something that commonly happens on social media. Like, for example, it may be controversial for some, and others may not care, but like the Cooking with Kaya girl. No, she did not share anything too personal. You can feel how you feel about her content. However, she shared her cooking, she shared her looking nice, she shared her doing a little dance, doing things that she felt like there was an audience for, and she got love for it, and she got hate. Social media is just one of those weird spaces where you just have to understand that there are good and bad people in this world, and good and bad people use social media. One of the things that has always like had me wondering, and it's a question that I still have, and I really want to hear from you guys about it. Why do people continuously keep engaging their personal business and things on social media, and knowing social media is toxic, knowing that there are trolls out there, knowing that there are people that are looking to be mean? Now, I'm not saying this to discourage people, because here I am trying to share a positive message. And I just know there's going to be somebody, or there could be people who have opposing feelings, opposing opinions. There may be people that may say, oh, look at this guy, he looks rough. Oh, his face is not shaved. Oh, his dreads are dry. Whatever you want to say, there are people that are going to say things just to say them. However, I know this. So for me, posting online really just doesn't matter because I know what could come with it. But some people act as if they don't. Some people just act so ignorant to act as if like there aren't trolls out there aren't people out there that are just willing or looking just to, be mean. Another reason why social media can be so dangerous is because all the different things, all the different elements that have come and compile with it. Like, while we think that social media is helpful, a lot of times we are only seeing the good in a lot of people's lives. We never really see the hardships. We never really see the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into things. We never really see the things that truly matter about life. In life, there are ups and there are downs. In life, not everything is going to go your way. In life, there are sacrifices that you will have to make. And one of the things that we can't control is outcomes. We can only control what we put in the situations. I can't control how this may turn out. I can try to influence an outcome, but I can't control it. I could do something so nice for somebody thinking it's going to be the best thing in the world, and they could negatively react to it. That is me not being able to control that outcome. However, me trying to do something nice is trying to influence a good outcome. But that doesn't always happen. And I don't understand why people act as if like they always have to explain themselves or always have to, give just sensitive information to people that they don't need, especially when you may have a limelight on you. And people don't realize that when you are on social media, when you are big in the media, even if you're small on social media or in the media, there is still a portion of influence that you hold, whether you know it or not. Not everybody that are out there on your social media is a bot. So understand that there is somebody out there watching you, you know? Back to the we only see the good things. We only see highlight reels of people. You have to be careful taking so much of that in because this is only the good. You don't know what bad they have to go through to get this. You don't know. And you thinking, oh, your life is not as good because you only see good from this person, but that's only just a piece of the pie. That's not the whole pie. That may be the piece that only tastes this good. I just want people to stop comparing themselves. Don't compare yourself. That is one of the reasons why social media can be so dangerous. Just because it looks nice doesn't mean it may be nice. That saying they say the grass isn't always greener. Social media is something that should be treated exactly like that. Because just because it looks nice doesn't mean it's perfect. Another reason why people have to be careful with sharing their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions with social media. There are trolls. There are people that go to social media specifically to be mean. Their only purpose could be just to make you have a bad day because they're having a bad day. And social media gives people this false sense of like security because I could go on there and put up some crazy photo. It don't even have to be a photo of me and just type 1,000 things about people all day long. Nothing will happen. And that's a really tough thing to deal with on social media. But I just want people to know like it can happen. Social media is also one of those things that you really have to be careful with, especially because a lot of social medias have algorithms, and within the algorithms, per what it is that you interact with the most, that is what they will put in your face the most. So if you like a lot of sports, the algorithm is going to feed you all type of different sports content because that's what you look at the most. If you are into food, it's going to show you a ton of food. You know what I'm saying? And it's just one of them things where it's just like that's just how it works. And that's also how it works with trolls and negative things. Really be careful with the way that you're using your social media because you never know. There's some things that may just come with drama and negativity. And before you know it, you are just wrapped up into something that is just too much. And receiving too much negativity, taking in too much negativity, like at some point you are going to be overwhelmed, you're going to be overstimulated with the wrong stuff. Don't do it. And it is so easy to be overstimulated with that stuff. I remember one time, I couldn't say I got overstimulated, but it was one of those things where I posted a TikTok not thinking that anything of it, and the next day it had like 40,000 views and it had thousands of comments. And while it wasn't, again, it wasn't something that was bad, it was one of those things where it was almost overnight. Sometimes social media can hit you just like that. And before you know it, thousands and thousands and thousands of people are there, really like at your doorstep, giving you your thoughts and your opinions. So you really got to be careful. If this is something that if social media is something that you're going to be a part of, you just have to have an understanding of how it works and what could happen. Even if it doesn't happen, understand it, please. Another thing that I really wanted to give to you guys and I wanted to bring awareness to is that we really have to be careful. As I was just saying, be careful about the things that you're taking in because if you take in so many things, you can be so desensitized to something, some topic, some narrative that it's not even, you're not even realizing that you are being traumatized by something and just because you're desensitized to it because you received it so much and you don't understand how that's affecting you on your day-to-day life is crazy because all you looking at is crazy stuff. You got to change that at some point. You really have to like take a step back and reflect. It's tough, man. Over time, looking at something for so much while it can tend to lose its value, the issue with something with the issue with you being desensitized by something is because you're affected by it and you don't even know. You're traumatized by this and you don't even know because you're just so numb to it. You're numb to something, you can't feel it. While people think, oh, I can't feel it, I don't care. No, that's not the truth. Because now you're receiving all that nasty, you desensitized by it here, you desensitized by it here, and you turn around to one of your peers or your coworkers and you being the nastiest person that you can be because that is what you are constantly consuming in. That is what you're constantly allowing yourself to be consumed by. And sometimes we really just got to take a step back and just breathe from that stuff. You know, another reason why I believe that people tend to like act like social media is not negative or can be a dangerous space is because another thing that you get like quick good feels. You get like nice validating feelings and things from social media, from the likes and the comments. And again, when I shared that story about me slightly going viral, it felt nice to see people interact with something that I didn't even think was going to go anywhere. That did have some form of a good feeling. That instant validation, you can't allow that because social media, like I said before, it's a highlight reel, a highlight reel. You can't allow something that is not always genuine to feed you. You need something else to be fed, man. You need something else to work with that mind. You need something else to use as an outlet. Social media always can be that space because that's another thing I don't like when I see people blowing up on social media. Don't vent to social media. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the craziest things you can do because you know what I'm saying? You don't understand your digital footprint. Some of that stuff you put on social media will never go away. Ever. Like that will be there forever. And you may just think, oh, I don't care. I'm saying what I'm doing. I'm crying on camera. I'm doing this. I'm doing that because I just need to get it off my chest. If you don't journal, because what are you showing people this for? The instant validation. Somebody validate me now. It's not good because you're gonna get that now and feel like crap later. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. Now, another thing that I really want people to do is do their best on like seeing the good in social media. Now, while I have had this whole thing about how negative that it can be, I do think that there are ways that you can put or use your social media for good. Like if you're a business owner, posting whatever it is that your business is about on social media, or uh, you are someone supporting someone else. You can show that support, you can show that love on social media. You can get information across to people super quick. And it's really tough as I even speak about these things now because it's like on one hand, I think there's just a yin and a yang to it all. There's good and bad, there's light and dark. But you just have to be careful with how much you're consuming one of those sides. I don't think too much of positivity is bad. I think the issue could be with that though is you're receiving too much of something that may shape your perspective in a way that is just not real. Because as I stated before, life has its ups and downs. Life has things that are just not all one way. You know what I'm saying? Now it is nice to, smile and just say, "Oh, I'm having a beautiful day every day," and taking that into every day. Yes, that is good, but to have a false sense of reality, so delulu. That's a word that I like. You just so delusional about your perspective that if something bad was to come, you're like, "Oh my gosh." I think perspective is a whole nother conversation, but just to stay on topic here, while I spoke about, just being positive, I really want people to understand that there are, again, a lot of ways to be positive, and there's a lot of ways to navigate social media safely, right? So setting boundaries are like time frames of when you can use your social media or how much social media to consume. I think that is a good thing to do. Set some boundaries for yourself. Don't be in a position to where, like I said, you're just receiving too much of something. Sometimes put the phone down, enjoy life. It's so crazy. I think about all the people that are raised up or that have been raised up where all they know is electronics and tablets and social, like that is your whole life. Since you was a shorty, you have seen technology, and while technology is while you've been growing, technology has been growing, and that's all you know. Like kids nowadays don't even have that going outside and riding a bicycle. Sad. Set boundaries. Spend time with your family. Spend time with yourself. Do different things. Take a break from it. I would always advise people to follow positive pages, follow things that may be motivational, may be uplifting. You may find somebody doing good in that community or in a community, in your community. But there are just so many different things that I could be looking at that could be positive for me, rather than negative. Try that, people. Try to take away some of the things that can be downfalls. And if that are people, places, and things, be okay with letting that stuff go. Because you keep too much of that negativity, and again, like I said, you're gonna let it out somewhere. And somebody else don't deserve that nastiness that you receive, that you just so desensitized to. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I just want people to be careful. We are just seeing people thinking that they're doing good and really giving people ammunition to like fire at them. Don't give people ammunition to fire at you. It's like the way that I feel about this situation right now, and I hope that again this guy can go and be great. My call to action to you guys now: are you being a positive or negative change on social media? And if you're not, if you don't know, I want you to reflect, think about it, take some time, and if you would like to share your thoughts and your opinions down in the comment section. Anything that I've said, if you have a different feeling about it, let me know. Let's talk. Let's chat. And that is all I have for you guys for another episode of Why Are You So Mysterious? Until the next time, my good people.